So we're going to take our containers. Okay, what I'm not going to do now is decorate mine, but you could do that at home, absolutely. Why don't you stick some stickers on there, maybe paint it if you wanted to, or do anything at all just to make it jazzy so it doesn't look a little bit like an old margarine tub that I've got. But what we are going to do is we're going to take something sharp, so you could use scissors, or I've got the knife from my camping cutlery, which is nice and sharp, and you can poke some holes in the bottom. But if you are going to do this, what you're going to need is maybe an adult's help. It's a little bit dangerous if you're sticking something sharp through something hard from plastic like this. So we'll give it a go. And if you are going to do this with your adult even, don't forget you can find the risk assessment on the county website. But you'll take your sharp thing like your scissors, okay? And you'll push the blade away from you, all right? You might even want to do this against a hard surface, like I've got the ground here. So we'll hold that nice and clear of my hand. Let's see if we can push a hole in that tub. And we'll try the knife as well. So that knife's much better, and you can see that's gone straight through. I'm going to twirl that around so we get a nice big hole in the bottom. And these are for drainage, so that when we water our seeds, there we go, there's another one. It doesn't have to be tidy, it can be nice and messy. So when we water our seeds, they don't get waterlogged and drown in too much water. We do it with our takeaway container too. This will be a lot easier to push through. Nice and simple one. And we'll go 2 holes. Let's have a 3rd hole there. It's a little bit big, so we'll just close it up a tiny bit. Okay, brilliant. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to add our growing medium. All right, so in this case I've got soil. And lots of different growing mediums you can use, but soil is probably the one that most of us have got. I'm going to fill our container up with our soil, just like this, taking handfuls until I'm going to fill mine about maybe 2/3 of the way up, or half the way up. You can see that there. Okay, so what we need to do next, and those of you with a bag will have some seeds, hopefully wrapped up in tissue paper in your bag. So have a look for those. And we'll use this as a little platform. We'll make a level bed, so make sure that soil come in nice and close. That's it. We'll make sure that soil's nice and level. We're going to make some divots or little dents in the soil top for our seeds with our finger. 1, 2 and 3. Nice and easy. Take our seed, pop it in. Next seed, we'll pop it in. At the last seed, we'll pop it in. We'll smooth those over with a little bit of our soil. Simple. Okay, come back up and have a look. And then the last thing that we need to do is we need to give these a good drink to start them off. So we'll take this, pop it down here, and we've got a can full of water here, and we'll give them a good drink. Lots of water, plenty, make them nice and wet. And what you should see as well, out of the bottom, in the holes that you made, fingers crossed, is that water coming through. So that means your drainage holes are doing the right thing. You can see I maybe needed to make mine a little bit bigger in that one because some of that water's collecting in the top, but hopefully it will drain thoroughly through. Pop that on a sunny windowsill inside. You can use the lid of the margarine tub to catch any of those water drips too, so it doesn't get too messy, and wait a couple of days, and hopefully you should start to see some sprouts come up. Good luck. Spring Thingers, how are you? We're back here as part of the Grow Your Own activity. I'm in my kitchen and we've got some different vegetables. I've got some celery here and I've got some lettuce here. You know they pluck these right out of the ground? Well, guess what? You can grow them in your kitchen. Free food, endless food, as much as you want. So what you're going to need for this bit of Grow Your Own, you're going to need a container. Okay, I've got this dish here, ceramic dish. You could use a little glass bowl. You could use a mug, if you've got a mug big enough, a big wide jar, just something that's going to hold your vegetables upright, like that, on the bottom, and has got some water, or space for enough water. And you're going to put it on your windowsill, okay? So you're also going to need a small paring knife, okay, or a kitchen knife. It's best to do this with a sharp knife, not one of those butter knives or knives you would sit at the table with, so that you can get through the vegetables and you don't hurt yourself. But if you're not sure or you need help, always ask your adult for a little bit of help and they'll be able to help you. You need a nice sturdy chopping board. I've got this big wooden one here. Doesn't move around too much when you chop on it. It's okay, it's nice and sturdy. But if your chopping board isn't as sturdy as mine, a little trick, you can take a damp cloth or a tea towel or something, pop it underneath, and that'll keep it nice and steady on the top. And you need, of course, the magic ingredient, some water. So, should we get growing? Let's have a look. What we're going to do, okay, is we want this end of the vegetable, the root end. So this is where the roots would come out into the ground, and you can see where, when they've picked this, they've cut it off at the bottom of the plant. So we're going to cut that bit away, and we're going to take about maybe 1, 2, 3 centimetres or so of the plant with it, okay? So we've got a head of lettuce here. This is baby gem. I like baby gem. We're going to cut straight through and down, nice and steady with our paring knife, and you can see you've still got the core and the heart of the lettuce there, and we've still got that root end. So we'll pop that facing up in our ceramic dish. And the other thing, it's a love it or hate it, but I love it, it's celery. And we're going to cut right through again, just like we did with the lettuce, keeping nice and steady. Okay, about a little bit more than the lettuce, maybe sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 centimetres on this one. I'm going to cut right through. Quite a big head of celery, this one, so you might want to ask your adult to help if you've got a big head. And we'll take it. Same thing, you've got the heart of the celery there, and you can even see some of the roots in the end of that piece that they haven't cut off. Look at those. Pop that in. Love the smell of celery. Really nice and refreshing. Pop those in our dish. We're going to pour some water about halfway up. Okay, if you can hear that, that's my tea cooking in the background. Probably a little bit too much, but we'll take it off soon. And we're going to follow me, okay? I'm going to go to my windowsill. We'll pop it on there. Come on, let's go. It's a nice sunny windowsill here, just on the edge. Mine's in front of my sink and looks out to the garden. And you can see these are going to get loads of sun here. And you should, after a couple of days, start to see little bits of growth coming out of the middle. The lettuce, in about 2 weeks, the leaves on that will be as big as they possibly can. So eat them up. Celery, not so sure. You should see some stalks growing out, and pick them as you want and they'll grow and grow. And then throw them out if they go a bit manky, or change the water out every couple of days. We've got some rosemary growing there too. Well, I hope you enjoyed this bit of Grow Your Own. Good luck, get growing, and have a great spring thing. Bye.